What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. And I just want to go over trade the pool, and we'll look at my trade of eight. We'll talk about Apex. And yeah, so I had a couple rough days. Tuesday and Wednesday, not good days. It just wasn't just every trade, timing wrong. Every trade I did literally just, and I let it go against me too long, really. Because sometimes I put my stops too close and I get wicked out. So, it's hard. Trading's hard, right? So anyway, trade the pool. That was on my futures. Trade the pool. Yeah, just really bad trading. Hit another $300 loss. So Monday wasn't bad. Then I think Tuesday, Wednesday, I hit the $300 losses. And I was like, man, I was doing good. I was up there. Starting to build the account. So, anyways, you can see now I'm negative 401, but on Wednesday, I was not happy with myself. I think the 718 was like the lowest point. That was like freaking 10 a.m. So I managed to drag myself out, a little bit. So we start Thursday at negative 636. So Thursday, I think I made like 180. It was good. And we climbed out of it. So we start one bad trade off on Friday. And I'm like, gosh, kind of end up flat. And then I get myself up there. I'm like, all right. All the way up here. And then the afternoon just kind of curls around, and I was in probably, I shouldn't have been in a couple of trades. I should have just waited. And then I DCA'd down to the point where I went beyond past VWAP and was going past the 21 EMA, and I'm like, I gotta cut these losses. So I cut the losses for quite a bit. Come to find out, well, one of them was HUD, the other one was DraftKings, which did make money in DraftKings. We'll go over that. Those two put me in the negative $30 at this rate, even though I was up. I don't know. We'll sit here. So anyway, brought me down. Boom. Oh my gosh. And I'm like, what the heck? Dumb idiot. So I go back in a couple trades just at the end and managed to get back up to 401. But anyway, better than negative 718. So we're gonna start Monday with this. And yes. So for trades, you can see I had a couple good ones right off the bat Thursday morning. That was Intel, that was skyrocketing, that was good. Went into BBI for a loss. And then it was HIMS. Really, it was HIMS. I rocked HIMS. Small one with lift. HIMS was just moving. And I was like, geez, I was just trying to skim the profits. Took a piece out there. I went in with SoFi again, I guess. Lost. Cut it. Then HIMS. Lost to HIMS. HIMS. BBI. I got one. So I was doing real good. And then this thing, we start the morning off, and I was like, let me try to do this, these penny stocks, these movers that move like, you can see 6 a.m. and I held it, and no, look at that, and I kept DCAing, and I was just, wow, I gotta cut my loss. So I was kind of irritated right off the bat before market open. Then I went in with another penny one. I was like, all right, this one's moving. I gotta make something, and I gotta get better at shorting. And I should be using this platform for that. So that's on me. Anyway, I did that soon. Cut that for a small loss. And then I had just some small wins. I was like, and SMCI again started moving. But then it was DraftKings, and I just was focusing on DraftKings. By 10:30, I was like, all right, it's DraftKings, it's on. So you can see I held this for an hour, and I was like, all right, bang. I was still in it, and I got an Intel for a loss. Yeah, and then right here, I think I went back in and held it, bang. And this one was a loser. And then I went back, I went into HUD and DraftKings, and they both were similar, and they both just faded. The afternoon RSI, and they faded. They just brought it all the way back down, went below VWAP. So really, that wasn't even that was an RSI play. It was. So I gotta be careful of those. You can see, boom, 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 again, and then I just kind of built it back. BAI, I had another DraftKings, and then DraftKings just pumped. And if I would have held it to market close, I should have held it another hour. I would have just held a piece of it, and I got to learn better to do that. Even 25 shares. When it went above, it hit 54. You know, hit what I thought I was gonna hit, which I think was like right around 54, right around that. Let's go look at it. I got it pulled up here. So yeah, I made the bulk of that money right through here, came down, and I think I entered again in here. You know that, right? And it just faded. That's where I ended up getting out. Same with Hood. And we don't really even need to look at Hood, but it was a similar thing. I think Hood went lower. You can see here again, I was watching. I think I even entered. It broke. I think I entered on this one. And you can see what that time was. I held that shit till like 3:30, right around here. But really, yeah, so I could have squeezed another little bit. I guess not too much more. And it might have been Hood. So I was watching Hood as well. And again, I should have just took it off the rip. But yeah, this one came down more. So I entered it in here thinking, all right, it's gonna pop. Just I entered them both at the same time, on that afternoon, right around 11 here. And that just came, and I was like, I'm done. And, faked out here because I was watching it, and I was like, I don't trust you. And I could have entered it here again, and both of them were popping. I was in that DraftKings trade. I already was just trying to build that deficit out from Tuesday, Wednesday. So yeah, that's what we were. Let's go back to DraftKings. I really like DraftKings. Um, Even from Monday to watch what's gonna happen. I have some levels here. We'll see if it stays in this range. So we're on the 4 hour. I guess that's a little bit above. We fix that. That's a lot better. Yeah, we have this high that hasn't been this high in a couple of years, I want to say. So we're trying to have this big momentum play. We have a trend line like here. There was this support. Maybe put it like that. Put a broke trend there. So yeah, I'm liking that trend line like that. Maybe do that. Yeah, I guess that works good. Yeah, all right, so I'm looking on DraftKings. I'm looking for a breakdown and a breakdown probably to this here, or maybe into here, but I doubt it. A breakdown even to below 50, and then a retest of this, and a push through to 56. So I'm watching that for next week. We can look back at Hood actually. So Hood is kind of a similar thing. Hood is really flagging out here though instead. So just have kind of this. Meanwhile this. So I'm just kind of watching. I'll be watching Hood. Go to the hourly. And we can see that that was a couple days worth. So let me get rid of these. Alright. Get rid of the view up because I add that in the mornings. Alright. This. Bang. So I still like Hood. I like this as that support line. Extend that out. Yeah, so same thing. I think I'm watching Hood since it's kind of tested these 3 days. Now I'm gonna look for a breakdown out of the ascending wedge, or I'm looking for a break out of the ascending wedge on Monday. So those are the two things I'm really looking at from Monday, just the day trade. So this is not my personal account. This is just to watch all day because I figured out just watching one or two stocks and trading that on Trade the Pool all day is much better for me to manage right now. So that's that. So that's the Trade the Pool. That's the update on that. Negative 400. Is what it is, but I feel confident just slowly, even if I can get 100 a day, dig myself out. Hopefully by Friday, I'm in the positive, net positive on this account. So I'm happy with that. So that's it there. And just real quick, you can see my balance here. Not good. So I got a drawdown of 140 bucks, let's call it. So I am looking at oil, gold, and this just to kind of see what I can do to slowly dig this account back up. So that's that. That's for the video. I'm really hoping to get this account in the positive. Um, like I said, by the end of next week, I'm hoping to pass by the last week of February. That was always the goal. Really the first week of March. So that is the goal. All right, well, I think I'm going to end the video here. Thanks for watching.